Welcome to Thinking Ahead, Dissertations and Final Year Projects. My name is Haley Lederer and I'm an Assistant Information Manager here at the University of Hertfordshire. This session is meant for undergraduate students going into their final year. If you are in your first year or your final year, you might not get a lot of value from this session. Just a quick rundown of what we will cover in this video. We'll start with the writing cycle and how that can inform your approach to your dissertation or your final year project. Then we'll go into more detail on a few aspects of the writing cycle to help you get started on your assignment, such as planning, searching, reading, and referencing. This video is really meant to be a quick overview of all of these elements to get you thinking about how you want to prepare for and approach your dissertation or final year project. It's important to understand the writing cycle, which I have pictured here. The writing cycle is a process that you work through as you complete your assignment, and it involves everything from planning and outlining your assignment to accessing databases and keyword searching to doing some actual writing. Today we are going to be looking at a few key parts of the writing cycle and how this can help prepare you for your dissertation or your final year project. We'll be talking about planning, how to understand your assignment and its scope. Searching, creating a search plan and looking at the online library. Reading and seeing what resources are available. And ending with referencing and reference management. You can find this diagram on the Library SkillUP module, and it's interactive, so you can click through and view all of the different components of the cycle in more detail. To begin planning, you really need to make sure you understand your assignment. Look for terms that are telling you what to do. These are called instructional terms. They will help to direct your approach to your assignment. Some example instructional terms are compare, analyze, argue, etc. Is there a scope to your assignment? For instance, do you have to look at a specific time period? Does your topic deal with a particular geographic region? Do you need to include a certain amount of resources? Make sure you're understanding all facets of the assignment. At this moment, I want to show you a helpful resource that we offer on the Library SkillUP module. On the SkillUP module, there is a page within the writing unit titled Understanding Your Assignment. This page is a great place to start when preparing for your dissertation or final year project. On this page, there is a link to a handy list of instructional terms and their meanings. Clicking on this link will open up this glossary. On this document, you can find the terms that best fit your assignment and a clear definition of what they mean. Next, take a look at your marking criteria. It will outline what it takes to get good marks on your assignment. Before even starting your assignment, look through it and get to know it. As you work on your assignment, you can refer back to it to make sure you are meeting the expectations. If you are still having trouble understanding the assignment, write down any questions or concerns you have so that you can pass them along to your module leader or tutor. Additionally, take note of any other assignment requirements, such as a word or a page count. This will give you an idea of the amount of detail you need to provide in your writing. As well, write down the due date. This will allow you to better plan for your assignment and the writing process. Things like searching, referencing, and proofreading take time, so make sure you account for that. It's important to work through 1 or 2 drafts of your writing, so you may be working through the writing cycle several times. You want to plan and manage your time accordingly. It's also a good idea to look into how you will be submitting your assignment. Make sure you know where you will be submitting it and in what format. You don't want to get to the deadline and be caught off guard by something you haven't prepared for. Now that you know what the assignment is asking you to do and what its scope is, begin to define your search. What will you be looking for? Pull out the main concepts of your subject or topic. Think about other ways you could phrase those main concepts. Are there different spellings or abbreviations? Are there different phrases, such as heart attack versus cardiac arrest? Write down these keywords. You can consider using the Library SkillUP search strategy form to help plan your searches, organize your keywords, and get you thinking about how you will combine them in databases. I'm going to pause for a second to show you that search strategy form. On the Library SkillUP module, there is a page titled Define Your Search Question within the searching unit. This page is a good place to start if you are struggling with creating keywords and conducting searches. On this page, you will find a link to our search strategy form. On this form, there is a place to put your topic, subject, or research question. Underneath that is where you will break it down into those main concepts. Spend some time thinking about the different ways you can phrase those main concepts and place them in this table at the bottom. This form is great for keeping track of your keywords in searches. Next, look through the online library and identify the resources and databases that are going to be helpful for you. I'm going to go into more detail about them on this next slide. Start with library search. Do some cursory searches to see what is out there. Library search is both a general database and the Learning Resource Center's print catalog. It's a good place to start to see what the library holds. Then look at your subject-specific subject toolkit to see what specialized resources are available for your subject. Through these, you can access databases that are specific to your subject of study, as well as other resources. If you want to use Google Scholar, you can access it from your subject toolkit as well. Make sure to access it this way so that you stay logged into your university account and therefore know what you will have access to. As well, on the online library, we have an A to Z list of resources that you can explore further. If you are struggling to access a book or an article that you feel would be helpful for you, make sure you place an interlibrary loan request or submit a purchase request. We do not want access to be an issue, and we can help you get what you need. I'm going to spend a little time now demoing the online library and subject toolkits. The online library is accessed through the StudyNet homepage. First, make sure you are logged in so that you will have full access to all library resources. Then, click on the online library link on the black bar in the top left-hand corner. Now that we are in the online library, I want to quickly show you where everything is. Here at the top is Library Search. This is where I suggest you begin searching so you can see what online journals and ebooks are available, as well as accessing the LRC's print catalog. Over here on the right side, we have the A to Z list of search sources and journals. These are great for exploring library resources even further. The A to Z list of search sources is also where you can access Google Scholar through the university. If you scroll down, you will come to the subject toolkits. These are organized by subject and contain specialized resources and databases. When you access one of the subject toolkits, you'll see there are a couple links to different resources. Clicking through to specialist databases will lead you to a list of search sources that are particular to your subject of study. I'm going to head back now to the A to Z list of search sources and do a quick search on Google Scholar to demonstrate why it's best to access it through the online library. So I clicked on A to Z list of search sources, and I'm just going to scroll down until I see Google Scholar. And I'm going to do a quick search for healthy eating. You can see a number of results have popped up, over 3 million. Over here on the right side, you can see that there are links that say full text at UH. That means that you have access to that resource through the university. If you are going to be using Google Scholar, this can be really helpful so you don't find yourself in a position where you have the perfect article but you have no way to access it. I'm just going to go back to the online library homepage again, and I want to show you how to submit an interlibrary loan or purchase request. I'm going to do another quick search, but this time using library search for healthy eating again. Once your results have come up, you can click on this link in the top right-hand corner that says Request Items Not Held at UH. Doing that will put you through to your library account, and there is a link there to submit an interlibrary loan request. Okay. Clicking on the Your Purchase Suggestions tab over here on the left will open up a page with a link to also submit a purchase suggestion. After you've looked through the online library, conduct some searches and look through the results. Ask yourself, what kind of resources do you need and what kind of resources are showing up? Consider narrowing or broadening your search if you have too many or not enough resources. If you can't find enough, you might need to rethink your search strategy or, if possible, your subject or topic. Don't waste your time opening up a lot of articles or ebooks. Instead, look at the title and abstract. Is it relevant? Would it be helpful? Then decide whether you want to open that resource and take a better look. Sometimes assignments require you to use current resources. There are tools within all of the databases to filter by publication date so you can control what resources you are seeing. Before you begin citing and referencing your sources, make sure you know what style your school or subject uses and where you can find the appropriate referencing guide. Spend some time looking through the guide and getting to know it before you dive in. Reference management can be very helpful in keeping you organized and keeping stress to a minimum. But schools at the university tend to use their own versions of referencing styles, which can differ from the ones offered through reference management tools. If you are going to use them, make sure to double-check all of your references and compare them to your school's referencing guide. Sometimes reference management is not necessary for your assignment and can actually complicate it. But do what works best for you. Look into whether your school offers their own support for academic skills or writing or referencing. Many of them offer drop-in sessions or one-to-ones. You can also turn to the Library SkillUP module for help and support with all steps of the writing cycle. We offer group sessions, one-to-ones, and a live chat to help support you. To end, I want to show you two more resources offered through the Library SkillUP module. The first is a page in the referencing unit titled Style Guidelines for Your School and Subject Area. Here you can find a list of all the schools and subject areas at UH, their corresponding style, and a link to their referencing guides. Simply find your school or subject area, click the link, and you can access that guide. It's a good idea to bookmark your referencing guide so that you can easily access it in the future. The second resource is this page in the writing unit, Support in your school and from the academic skills teams. Here you can find a list of all the academic support offered at UH and links for more details. Make sure you reach out to the support offered by your school. If you need help with writing or with maths, check out the Academic English team or the Math Support Service. You can find the links to those here at the bottom. Lastly, remember to join the Library SkillUP module for further help and support.